Antonio-Lackland, Texas, Brigadier General Thomas Murphy and his wife, Carla. The Vice Commander, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel Kendra Matthews, accompanied by her husband, Walt, her son, Joseph, and her parents, Lee and Judy Isom. The Command Chief Master Sergeant, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Sharon Fuller. The Commander, Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel William Fisher, his wife Jamie, and son Peter. The Superintendent, Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Richard Sutherland. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 37th Training Wing is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. At this time, Colonel Fisher and Chief Master Sergeant Sutherland will make a special award presentation. Seven 37th Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, Master Military Training Instructor. A Master Military Training Instructor is one who is a total professional in all phases of basic training. Is a leader among other instructors. He exhibits only the highest characteristics of ethics, morality, and integrity. Fully supports the mission, traditions, and esprit de corps of Air Force basic military training, and is the best of the best. The instructor who stands before you today has been awarded the title Master Military Training Instructor in recognition of his superior performance. From the 737th Training Support Squadron, Master Sergeant Mark Guerrero.
I just wanted to take one moment to tell you how proud I am of you. Your extra work, your dedication, and your commitment to your profession has set you above and beyond your fellow NTIs. So my charge to you is to use your new role and your new status as a mentor for your fellow NTIs, as a coach for your fellow NTIs, as an example for all the trainees and the airmen that are under your charge. We are so proud of your accomplishments, and we look forward to you taking your skills and your leadership to the next level. And together with your fellow NTIs, we will bring basic military training, Airmen's Week, and the Gateway Wing to the next level as we grow the Air Force one trainee and one airman at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the newest member of the best of the best.
classroom review today, I've completed a demanding 7.5-week program that provides Air Force units throughout the world with trained airmen. Part of this training includes the time-proven concepts of military customs and traditions, of which this parade is a vital part. All graduating airmen will also march over the enlisted heroes walk. They will lead the way for the thousands of airmen that will follow, all reflecting on our enlisted heritage, tradition of honor, and our legacy of valor. Our Commander of Airmen is Staff Sergeant Brandon Redden, Military Training Instructor, 319th Training Squadron. General Murphy will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of ruffles and flourishes.
March the command group through.
Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating airmen passing in review today represent a portion of the 33,000 recruits who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 training group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the enlisted corps of the greatest air force in the world. Military training instructors are responsible for this indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Air Force. The flights you will view today are a representation of the enlisted force. Each flight represents an enlisted member of the Air Force who has embodied our core values and contributed to its heritage. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes walk. The airmen recognized on the pavers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States Air Force in armed conflict, including present-day operations in Afghanistan. They include 7 medals of honor, 25 Air Force crosses, and 171 silver stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all airmen to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps, Parade Flight, performing today under the direction of Master Sergeant Samuel Johnson, hometown Stratford, Connecticut. These airmen are also basic military training that have been hand-selected to perform for ceremonies of this type. We would like for you to notice our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. Once the flags have passed in review, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all of our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 4, Barnes Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Holly Underwood, Hometown, Asheville, North Carolina. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 5, Gaylord Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Renee Riojas, Hometown, San Antonio, Texas. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 15, McKinley Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Joshua Schaefer, Hometown, Tulare, California. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 16, Roy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant William Moss, Hometown, Alton, Oklahoma. The flights selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are representing the first woman in the Air Force flight flight, led by Master Sergeant Yanira Ochoa, Hometown, San Juan, Texas, and Technical Sergeant Shannon Scally, Hometown, Lyman, Nebraska. The B Squadron Commander is Staff Sergeant Timothy Stevens, Military Training Instructor, 322nd Training Squadron, Hometown, Houston, Texas. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 17, Cody Flight, led by Technical Sergeant David Webster, Hometown, Baltimore, Maryland. Representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Matthews Flight, led by Master Sergeant Joseph Aponte, Hometown, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 6, McCoy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Melissa Villalobos, Hometown, Harrison, Michigan. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 7, Andrews Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Andrea Jefferson, Hometown, Monterey, California. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 8, Parrish Flight, led by Master Sergeant Lisa Lindenwood, Hometown, Harney Point, New Jersey. And representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 10, Bateson Flight, led by Master Sergeant Warren Campbell, Hometown, Bremerton, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you focus your attention on the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps as they perform a special holiday musical medley for your listening pleasure. please stand for the playing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the airmen before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warrior airmen with a foundation to serve as the world's greatest Air Force. Once these airmen leave basic military training, they will enter Airman Suite, where they will develop their critical thinking skills and further personalize the Air Force core values. They will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of over 130 Air Force specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of our 84 Air Force bases around the world or work directly with our sister services. As these airmen move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the Air Force. These men and women will be prepared for increased responsibilities and must ensure that they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment while maintaining home station readiness. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the U.S. military, and an even smaller percentage in the United States Air Force. You should be proud of their accomplishments thus far. The airmen before you have reached a milestone in their Air Force journey and will require you to continue support to assist them in their future endeavors. These airmen are the future of our Air Force and will pave the way for future generations of airmen as we continue to fly, fight, and win. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our sworn and honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguish themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all airmen graduating in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence these airmen display throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the airmen march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank our families and friends who are here in support of the airmen graduating today. Your words of encouragement helps motivate these airmen for 7.5 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States Air Force and Air Force Basic Military Training, we extend our thanks to the families and friends of America's Airmen for the support of your training and the greatest air power the world has ever known. General Murphy will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.
Well, good morning. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everyone. You know, don't let this weather, the overcast skies fool you folks. This is a beautiful day, and it is a great day for our United States Air Force. There is no other place I would rather be than right here, right now, standing amongst these fine airmen. Don't they look great? Absolutely humbled and honored to be a part of this ceremony. To the 37th Training Wing, thank you for allowing me to be a part of it, a small part. To the parents, to the grandparents, and the brothers, sisters, other family members, and friends here, congratulations. I know you're proud, you should be. But I will tell you that your unending support, guidance, and love are appreciated by these airmen more than you will ever know. To the veterans in the crowd, and I know you're out there, if you are able, could I ask you to please stand so that we can recognize you? Thank you for your service. Look out into this parade field. This is your legacy. Rest assured, our Air Force is in good hands. To the MTIs, thank you for your professionalism and dedication. You have every reason to be proud today as well. We would not be here had it not been for your efforts. And most importantly, for the reason that we're all here, to the airmen graduating today. Congratulations. You've come a long way. You arrived at the gates of Lackland a couple months ago as civilians, and you stand here today as airmen, ready to serve this great nation. I couldn't be more proud. I could not be more proud. Welcome to the Air Force family, and I am proud to now call you members of my family. Now, before we make this official and I administer the oath of enlistment, I'd like to leave you with a quote, one of my favorite quotes from Winston Churchill. He says that each there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing, unique to them and fitted to their talents. What a tragedy if that moment finds them unprepared or unqualified for that which could have been their finest hour. Now I echo Churchill's comments today. You're now airmen in the world's greatest Air Force, and you're going to have amazing opportunities regardless of the career field that you are about to enter. But you need to continue to study, to train, to learn, and to lead. Because what a tragedy it would be when that moment comes and you find yourself unprepared. Now I just have one question for you. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest airmen? I think you're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. General Murphy will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Now raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, General
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
according to regulations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Airmen, and welcome to the world's greatest Air Force.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our newest airmen recite the Airman's Creed and remain in place for the departure of our official party. I am an American airman.
I, warrior, I answer my nation's call. I am American airman. My mission to fly, I commit. I am faithful to our heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of God. I am American airman. My army freedom and justice. My nation's sword was shield. Its citizen and mentor. I fight for my country and my life. I am American airman. Liberty, warrior. I will never leave you behind. I will never fall short.
Thank you. Please be seated. Please be careful while exiting the bleachers and while moving on to the grassy areas. For your safety, we also ask that you only use the stairs to exit the bleachers. All airmen are now released to their visitors. Happy holidays, thank you for your attendance, and enjoy the rest of your stay at Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas.
Let's go!